recording.
Perfect.
Good morning, everybody. What is up? I've got an awesome testimonial from one of our amazing clients, Tim Learned, who has just completed 6 months in the Health and Wealth Blueprint. So, Tim, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell people where you live. Tell people what you do. Let's rock and roll.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody, my name's Tim Learned. I do real estate here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I joined the group 6 months ago, and it's been awesome. So it was wonderful 6 months.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy how fast time flies, right? 6 months just seems like nothing, right?
It's crazy. Just flew by.
Yeah, brother. So tell everybody, you said you're in real estate, right? But you own your own branch, right? So you're not just an agent, you own your own. You explain.
So I own my own business, but then I have, but I actually hang my license at a Century 21. So I'm at a bigger brokerage, but then I run my own business I have a team, I have agents, things like that work for me. So
so you're busy. You're busy guy is what I'm getting at, right?
Busy. Yeah, but it's worth it. It's fun. You know?
Busy is a good thing as long as it is productive and you are financially benefiting from it, right?
Yes.
So, all right, brother, you ready to dive in? You ready to get to the good stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Tim. So I want you to tell everybody how your health was before starting the Health and Wealth Blueprint. So the more detailed you can be, the more of a picture you can paint to exactly what position you were in before you started the program.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So my health journey started about a little over a year ago. I've lost almost 70 pounds in the last year. So, but part of that was before the plan. So I would say since I've been a part and working with you and Chad and Megan, it's been probably lost about 15, 20 pounds and really firmed up. Just really also I'm eating healthier and working out more frequently, where before I wasn't working out. I was just, eating, I was on like a diet plan, but now I've got everything incorporated since joining and working with you guys.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's talk a little bit more about prior to the program. So the whatever it was, how many ever months before joining us, talk about what you were doing. You don't have to give names of any programs, but just kind of an outline of the approach you were on.
So we'll just say 6 months. 6 months before I was, I did a radical shift in my eating. Before I started a year ago, I would just eat whatever and didn't care, didn't log, it was just like whatever, seafood, then eat it, type of thing.
free for all.
Yeah, free for all. And I really disciplined on calorie count and put a plan in place with my coach before this and ended up, dropping a bunch of weight. Now, majority of that was like water weight, and there's some, there's also some fat loss too. But I would say for the most part, the biggest change since coming over, what was that your question about? What was the biggest change? Or
no. I wanted to know kind of like the outline. So talk about the bars and the shakes that you're doing.
Oh yeah, so I shifted more to like a bar and shake plan when I originally started dropping the weight. And it was like I would eat 5 small meals, small little fuelings a day, and then have one meal. And if we found out that I would get down to a certain weight, but I couldn't get down below that weight because I was depriving myself of enough calories. I actually was eating a shortage of calories during that, towards the end of when I was doing that program. And so with working with you and Chad, I was able to increase my calorie intake, have some more food, eat more food basically. And it's helped me, get to where I'm at today and where I'm continuing to drop.
So I'm gonna butt in just a little bit, and because we talked about this just the other day, and what Tim was doing before joining the Health and Wealth Blueprint, he was on a plan. He was working with a coach, and that's a good thing. But the plan that he was on was requiring him to eat like 5 protein bars a day, or shakes, a combination of shakes and bars, and 1 meal a day, 1 real food meal a day. Okay. And the thing is that didn't create sustainability, right? You're not going to live on protein shakes and protein bars for the rest of your life.
Because I was only taking in like 1,300 calories a day.
And that's not sustainable, right? We know your BMR is much more than 1,300 calories. So my point is that before what you were doing was not a sustainable plan. It's not for the longevity. It's like you're not going to live on protein bars and protein shakes for the rest of your life, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't make. Yeah, it's not long term. Yeah.
Yep. So kind of piggybacking on that. So how is your poor health affecting your life as a whole? Like before you started that initial program, yeah.
Well, yeah. So for me, like it was evident I've got 3 boys that are 13, 10, and 7. And so being able to, like, little things like play with them, go out and do sports with them, or even really a lot of times when I get home at the end of the day, I just was worn out and just wanted to go crash, because I was so out of shape,
Yeah.
So what this is with gaining my health back, it's allowed me to have the energy throughout the day. So that when I am home at the end of the day, I can be present and be fully engaged with my family. That's
Right.
been a big part of it. Yeah.
And I think you hit something very, very striking there, because a lot of our audience, most of our clients in the Health and Wealth Blueprint have families. They have businesses or multiple businesses. These are not people that
Yeah.
have a lot of time in their schedule. These are real people. And
Yeah.
I think we often forget, because we're so busy, or we're so go all the time, that we are not present and focused and really enjoy that time. Right. So you brought up something very important here, that you didn't realize you were lacking that stuff in the beginning, because we almost accept this low level, this low vibration as our new normal.
Like a lower
right?
standard. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
lower our standards, and that just becomes normal. So let's switch this to a positive note now. So why don't you tell me what have been the best changes in your life after joining the Health and Wealth Blueprint?
I would say the number one change for me has been confidence, just overall inner confidence, self-confidence, I guess you could call it, where, prior to this, I sold a lot of real estate. That didn't get in the way of really, how much I weighed, but really it's outside of that, where I'm out with friends, I'm not, as self-conscious about just, about my weight, because I'm in better shape. So so I would say my confidence, and just being able to be present and more confident around my kids and my wife as well.
Okay, that's a big one, because I was going to go. Okay, so yes, it is
Just all
amazing
around.
how many men I speak with that really don't have confidence in their bodies, and they don't want to admit it right away, but they're almost not. They don't want to be naked around their wives. They may be a little self-conscious in having sex with them, and that's not a way to live, right? So, would you also say that this now, you taking your health seriously, has that translated into more confidence in your business or around clients?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I had my best year last year with, in business. So yeah, it's helped that. And going into this year, I'm off to my best start, and I've been doing real estate for over 14 years. So yeah, so it's been it's been great for confidence in business as well. Yeah.
That's the point. That is the point. Health is wealth, right? So let's talk about what's been the most.
Relationships and,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think everything's connected. If one's out of whack, then, it's like a three-table chair. Three-leg table or chair. If one's uneven, it's going to fall over. So you need to have everything in alignment, or else it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
right?
flow. It doesn't flow efficiently. Doesn't flow well. It's not stable. It's unstable.
Exactly. Yeah, wobbles.
Wobbly. So, brother, what's been the most helpful part of the program that has led to your success?
I would say outside of the accountability is number one, with being able to, check in with you and Chad and Megan. But also for me, and the things that I'll take on, and just for the rest of my life, after this program, is the tracking, being able to be accountable to myself, and just getting in the habit of tracking everything I eat. For the most part, 90% of what I eat, in the tracker. So just then that way I know at the end of the day, okay, if I didn't eat great, then I'm probably going to gain weight. If I do that consistently, but I know I can see the patterns, and be able to say, okay, this makes sense. This is why I'm gaining weight or losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So I want to expand on that just a little bit and talk about our 80-20 approach, right?
Yes.
So during this point in this program, did you still get to live your life? Did you ever feel once that you were like, oh my God, I can't have any fun. I can't socialize. I can't live. Did you feel that?
No, not at all. Sometimes I overlived. Sometimes it was more of a 60-40 or a 50-50, but for the most part, 80-20 is what we're going for. Yeah.
And what I'm getting at is that the way we've got the 80-20 set up is that you are still allowed to live your life, right? We are not tailored to bodybuilders. We are not creating fitness models. So we want you to understand that you've got family, you've got social gatherings, you've got client dinners or client meetings, and you still have to fit that stuff into your life, right?
Yes.
So, and did you find that sustainable for the rest of your life? Do you feel you've taken the tools away that taught you how to make this a reality?
Oh yeah, definitely. I found that the balance within being able to, knowing that like if I'm going to have like a big lunch, that to basically say, okay, I'm going to go all out for lunch, but that means I'm going to shift the rest of the day around it to keep it so I'm not going too over, or in some cases going too under, making sure I'm eating enough through the day to match that calorie
So
intake.
I love that you bring that up, because a lot of times busy professionals, you guys get so busy, right? You're so busy on the go, you forget to eat. And that also has equal consequences as overeating or eating a bunch of junk. So by making sure you're tracking things and paying attention to it, we're also making sure you're fueling yourself enough, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, brother. So we're going to shift gears just a little bit, okay? And I want to ask you about before joining the program. So were you skeptical?
Okay.
Were you skeptical to join the program?
Yeah, I think at first I was. My wife was really skeptical. I wasn't by the time I joined, I wasn't, because I had by that point I had had several conversations with Chad. We had conversations with Chad, my wife, and really everything up to that point, it did make sense because of where I was at in my life, and it just just to have that continuation of where I was, because if Chad had come to me back in April, I might have been too much, way too much for the plan, as far as that goes. Because this is catered towards losing 30 to 50 pounds, and I was, at a point where I was going for 100 when I started.
We have clients all across the board. I don't know, I want to put there's like weight limits on the program. But when somebody has, 80, 100, 120 pounds to lose, it's going to take a longer time. That's all. It's not, you can't expect to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. It's not going to happen. So there's not weight limits. I just want to clarify that. It's more.
So the timing I guess what I'm saying is the timing for me was perfect, because I was kind of at a plateau with the other program, and I had been at that for a month or so, where I was doing everything correctly according to that plan, not losing the weight, not dropping any weight at all. And so I knew in order to take it to the next level with incorporating fitness and that extra layer of accountability, that's what I needed to do. So for me, it was actually pretty easy. I was skeptical at first when I was, first couple, minutes or times I talked to Chad, but after that, it was like, oh, this guy's legit, and it makes sense. I can actually add a little more of what I want to eat into the plan versus depriving myself.
So other than it being you were in a plateau in the other program you're doing, what ultimately made you make the decision to join? What was that ultimate push?
The ultimate push for me was having accountability.
Okay.
Because I had a coach before with my other one, but towards the end, he was getting busy. It wasn't really like a formal coach type thing. It was like I check in with him when I felt like it, type of thing. So there really wasn't accountability. So having that accountability was huge for me, to be able to check in, and you guys checking in on me. If I don't check in with you, you guys are like, what's going on? Get on a call.
I will say 99% of the people in the program rave about the accountability. That's what they need. They need somebody to check into. They need to keep somebody on track and say, hey, when you're slipping up, when you're not doing what you're doing, what the hell? Like, as a coach, that is our job to make sure you're staying on track. It is our job to make sure and do the best, everything we can in our power to ensure your success.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, brother. So last question I've got for you today is who would you say this program is for, brother? Who is the Health and Wealth Blueprint for?
I would say it's for really anybody that's wanting to get better, getting better health, as far as that goes, and they have to take it serious. It's not something you can sign up for and just kind of just go half at it. You've got to be fully engaged to an extent where you want to take it seriously, where you're not just saying, okay, I'll do this so I feel better. No, there's definitely, it's hard work. There's participation, but really it's nice to have that extra nudge, that extra accountability. So somebody looking for more accountability and also a plan. For me, when I first started, the plan was I need to know, I need to know what to do with my workouts. And so putting a plan in place for that, along with the logging of the food too. So I would say for anybody that wants to get healthier, in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. So strategy. So you needed strategy, you needed accountability, and you needed the community, right? So I want to make something very, very clear here too, because you hit it on the head. This program is for action takers. Okay. You have got to implement and you've got to take action on what the tools that we give you and the resources that we give you. Just because you join a program, our program or any other program, doesn't just mean, okay, here's money, I'm in this program, cool, I'm going to be healthy and I have success, right? It doesn't work that way. It's not a magic.
No, you need to.
Now, I also want to be very, very clear. Our audience, our target people, target clients are very busy, right? So did you ever feel, Tim, and that this program was so much work you couldn't maintain it?
No, not at all. No,
Yeah.
Now there's a little bit of planning going out, but for the most part, no. It's just normal. For me, it's the way I look at it. It's like scheduling. So you schedule the time block. You schedule the time to work out. You schedule the time to meal prep, to get your things together. But other than that, like a lot of it just becomes a system that you internalize.
It's just like business, right? It's just like business.
Yep.
You got to plan things. You got to prepare for it. You got to schedule it, and then you got to implement it.
That's right, bro. Implementation, right?
Yeah. All right, my man. I have no more questions for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to leave our listeners with?
No, I just want to say thank you to you, Megan and Chad. You guys have been awesome, and it's been great working with you. And yeah, I'm excited about the journey. And the last 6 months have been great. So.
Yeah, brother, you are an awesome client, Tim. You are been a great client. For anybody that is interested in the Health and Wealth Blueprint, there will be a link attached below this video. So if you are curious, follow the link, or fill out that application, and we will get in touch with you very, very shortly. Tim, let's do one final sign off. You ready for it, brother? You ready for it? All right, let's go. We've got health. Let's see it. Come on,
health.
flex.
Oh, hey, hold on. Let me put my phone down.
Yeah, we got to see those arms. Yeah, we got wealth.
We got wealth.
We got prosperity, baby.
We got prosperity. Yeah.
Health, wealth, prosperity. We'll see you later, guys.
All right. Sounds good.